Hello everyone and welcome to Wolfridge Woodworking. Today we're going to take this cherry blank and turn it into a lidded bowl. To kick things off, we've always got to get it mounted to the chuck, and my preference is to use a worm screw. You could really use anything, it's just my preference to use the worm screw. I was really fortunate to get this thing pretty level. It was a good piece of wood, and I was able to get it started out at 1200 RPM rather than having something slow until I could, get it up round and get it up to speed. So I want to make the lid out of the same piece of wood, so I just figured out a good proportion based upon the height of the bowl and then the roundness of the bowl, just to get good proportions. And I'm going to use that top piece or some of that top piece for the lid. And then I've got a little extra piece left over for another project, because we never throw anything away, right? So what I'm doing here is I'm establishing where I want the foot. Again, it's all about proportions, and this is just a trial and error that I've developed over time. And so it's just going to be a small foot that it's going to sit on, and I'm going to round the bottom around to that foot. So if you've been around the channel for a while, you know this is one of the things I like to do. I like to put the chuck that I'm going to use to do the hollowing out and just set it up on the tailstock. And what that allows you to do is get it where it's going to be perfectly in balance. And you can see here, you can see that the thing is spinning true. And if I would have just tried to put it on the chuck, it might have been true, but more than likely, at least in my case, I don't get it exactly true, and then I wound up having to true up the outside of the bowl again. browned in here about right there. You can see I messed up a little bit and got a little bit of a catch, and it threw the spindle back on me, and I got a little too thin. I didn't like it, so I'm just going to bring it back down and then start over. I had a little bit of extra height, so it really didn't matter too much, and I just wanted to, get a consistent wall thickness and get a little bit thicker than I had it. So I was able to recover it this time. It's, you're not always that lucky. It's about this time where I've got most of it hollowed out, and I just want to take a round nose scraper, get the last of the bottom out, and work on getting a really good finish and a smooth finish at that. I just love using Axe products, and if you're interested in getting yourself some, check the description down below to get yourself a 10% off. You see me using the back of the tool up against the wood like here. I'm just doing that to check the flatness of it and make sure that I don't have, a hill or a valley and it's just straight across. And here I'm just checking the fit, just going, taking a little bit off, putting it on, and then taking a little bit off and check it, and just to get that perfect fit. To me, this is one of those oddly satisfying things. I just love the way when the vacuum chuck gets a hold, you can actually see it, like right here, it suck it in and hold it. It's amazing how good of a hold it has on the wood. It really makes a big difference. I'm not sponsored by Holdfast, but if you're interested in getting yourself a vacuum chuck, check down in the description. You'll see all of the tools I use, including the vacuum chuck system. So this is a piece of ebony that my neighbor who got me into wood turning brought back from South Africa. It's just a beautiful piece of wood, and I couldn't be happier with the way that it worked with this piece of cherry. So when you're working on a finial, there's a couple of different ways you can do this. You can either, turn the whole thing so it's a finished product that you're going to then attach to the lid, or you can do what I'm doing here is I just basically made a blank with the right size peg to go into the hole. I'm going to glue it in, and then I'm going to turn it in place on the lid. And for me, why I did it that way is it just helped me get it as a good solid connection. It's almost like it's an extension of the cherry, and you'll see that here in just a little bit. I hope you enjoyed this project. It was something that I haven't done before with turning a lidded bowl. I've done hollow forms and things like that, but so I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Like, comment, share. All of those things help the channel out a lot. And until next time, I wish you and your family a blessed day. Thank you.